And that was when alcohol became the other one. I was having an affair with alcohol, and that was my number one love, and that's what everything revolved around. When we're in addiction, and active addiction, we will continue on as long as we can keep it a secret. I knew a long time before I admitted it. Addiction is a really cunning disease, and it was working when nobody else saw it. I thought I was okay. Not everybody can be a paramedic. There's a lot of stuff in that job that's hard to deal with. But there are some of us that are born just able to do that. And, I was born able to do that. I think I was also born an alcoholic. And for me, I found my greatest strength in asking for help and admitting weakness. And that was a really difficult thing to come to, was to learn that it was okay to ask for help. It was okay to admit weakness. Because most people usually
were asking you for help.
Absolutely. I was hurrying my wife off to bed so that I could stay up and drink, and she couldn't keep count. And that was when alcohol became the other one. I was having an affair with alcohol. I pushed away intimacy with my wife in order to drink. I lied about things in order to drink, to my wife in order to drink. It was every bit had all the characteristics of an affair with another woman, but it was with alcohol. And that was my love. That was what was most important to me. It was no longer my wife. It was no longer my children. It wasn't family. It wasn't work. It was alcohol. And that was my number one love, and that's what everything revolved around. A huge turning point for my sobriety was learning that this is a disease, and that it's a disease that can be treated. Before that, I thought that there was just something wrong with me, whether it was I didn't have the proper willpower, or I just wasn't strong enough, and so there was a lot of guilt. And when I was able to remove the guilt, I still felt guilty for some of the crap that I did in addiction, but when I realized that this was a disease, and that it was fixable, or treatable, not fixable, treatable, that was a real turning point for me.